You're watching News 12. I'm Scott McGee. Well, folks, do you remember this scene? That fire scorched Blauvelt State Park in Rockland County some 20 months ago. And then there was this. This was Ulster County just 2 months ago. Frankly, we got lucky we didn't lose any homes here. But according to the experts, the way we manage our forests, they are only fueling the fire. It was a scene that looked like it was right out of Hollywood. That's the one thing they got to worry about, is if this thing kicks up, if the wind kicks up, it takes off into the canopy of the trees. But this forest fire wasn't burning in some far-off corner of the Southwest. It was racing across Clousland Mountain in Rockland County.
Definitely scary.
Right at Adam Jordan's house.
It was like a ring of fire all around here.
He could only pull out his iPhone and hope.
You know, you couldn't sleep, and of course, my family living here is going crazy. They wanted to just like leave. According to the Rockland County Sheriff, the fire started at a popular hangout spot for teenagers with a campfire at a place called Tappan Zee Rock. Now, it scorched about 400 acres of Blauvelt State Park and threatened a lot of homes. But it was pushed by cooler November winds, so it stayed low, never reaching the canopy of the trees. And now, 18 months later, you look at it, you'd never know it happened. But on the ground,
and ecologically speaking, it doesn't look like it did any damage. It wasn't an unusually intense fire.
Gabe Chapin is a forest ecologist for the Nature Conservancy. It's his job to monitor fire risk of state forests. It's a tricky job because there's something most people don't realize.
They depend on fire.
Only you.
Yes, while Smokey warned us about the dangers of forest fires, it's also true that most forests need to burn.
Because we've sort of taken fire out of this landscape in a lot of ways, we've allowed the fuel to accumulate on the forest floor. So when a fire does burn, in many cases it burns much hotter and is much more severe.
And this is what he's talking about.
Here's an area where you've got a lot of trees that have fallen down. You've got a lot of branches and leaf litter that's accumulated on the ground. Fire can really get a hold and be difficult to contain.
That's exactly what happened in Ulster County back in May. A stubborn wildfire scorched more than 2,000 acres of the Shawangum Ridge State Forest, threatening dozens of homes.
That burned very intensely.
But what about us in the Hudson Valley?
We've been really lucky that there really haven't been homes that have been destroyed recently from wildfires.
And it's Gabe Chapin's job to make sure our luck doesn't run out. Lighting fires that burn off that excess fuel on cool, calm days when there's little risk it will spread. The thing is,
people don't want to smell smoke in their backyard. They don't want to see that little bit of ash fall out.
But
there absolutely is a risk to doing nothing.
Adam Jordan has a reminder of that risk just a few feet from his house.
It is much more real when you're still seeing all the burn marks.
But he can also enjoy the real benefits of a fire. There is now a much lower chance of this area burning again. And remember that iPhone video? Well, sound from that recording is now part of this song by his band Glint, appropriately titled While You Sleep. But for the rest of us, while we sleep,
we're just increasing the likelihood that we're going to have more severe wildfires. And at some point we really could see homes burning down and some real destruction.
Well, while forest ecologists say a devastating wildfire is pretty unlikely right now, a lack of rain this summer already has the Hudson Valley listed as abnormally dry. You just never know what's going to happen.